Is it rolling?
On YouTube, we are.
We're going to have to wait for the game. The half's not over yet. That's when you was acting like you was acting. Had a timeout. We good. We good right now. Man, the half ain't over with. So we're going to wait till this thing finishes up. We might throw a 100-yard touchdown here. In victory formation.
Victory formation. Would be victory formation at halftime, though.
9 seconds left. Man, we lost the yard on that play. All right, so here we go. Hey, we got one dude sitting here watching, Gordon Ray LeBlanc. You got something you want to tell Gordon Ray LeBlanc right now? Something you want to ask him? Or we're going to wait till we get off the air?
I want to join a chain gang.
He wants to be on the chain gang. He said you got the best view in the house, Pee-wee. So here we go. I'll tell you, unbelievable first half opening for the LSU Tigers. Come out, we get the ball, opening kick. Logan Diggs has a big 35-yard run. Malik Neighbors, 29-yard touchdown. That was electric. Really good start. You could tell Madden Tiger Stadium on a Saturday night when the temperature gets cool, that crowd was a factor early.
Auburn don't know what they do with the crowd noise.
Well, they're starting to settle down a little bit, but their quarterback, Thorne, dude looked frustrated. He looked scared. He looked nervous. You get in that situation where, you can practice it with crowd noise piped in and with speakers, but until you get in the middle of Death Valley and you actually hear it and you got them dudes on the other line of scrimmage with smoke coming out of their ears, it's a totally different situation. And, it was really good start for the Tigers, and if they don't start calling Caleb Jackson the hit stick, I mean, that's got to be his middle name, just hit stick. That dude is unreal. And me and Madden were sitting there watching the game and talking, and, man, I feel bad for this running back, or I feel bad for that running back. They got Diggs, you got Emery, you got hit stick, Williams. You got so many guys, so much talent in that room, and it's like you got to keep everybody happy. It's a good problem to have. And you hear these announcers, Palmer and those guys talking, and, it's people, you really don't realize until you hear them say it, the best offense in the SEC. The best running backs, the best quarterback in the SEC. We've been talking about it. You've been talking about it. Jaden Daniels for Heisman. Yeah, he had a tip pass, interception right there. But what he does, what Jaden Daniels does in the pocket with his legs, there's not another quarterback in college game right now that I think is better at production than what he's doing on the field right now. For sure?
For sure.
For sure. I figured you was going to say that. We're going to get to some questions in a second, but just really good. And I think, you can look at our defense. We're playing a little bit better, but Auburn's offense is somewhat one-dimensional. They don't have a really good passing game. You see the throws where in other games where Rocky, you ain't getting back on this time, bro. Calm down. Where they have throws, Thorne has underthrown his receivers. So it looks like we've been in position. But, we're playing better. We got to close it out. I just hope that the crowd doesn't quiet down, that we stay into it. Auburn gets the ball coming out of half, and we got to go shut them down. Let's get into some questions here. Madden, you got anything on YouTube?
No, nothing yet.
Josh Thorne saying he could barely hear us. Turn your hearing aids up, brother. We'll see if we can get it fixed. And Joshua Hinton saying Auburn isn't who they normally are. Got to stay on top of them. I totally agree with you, Josh, that, we can't be complacent coming out of half. We got to go put the throttle down, and we got to go hammer this team. Don't let them hang around. Don't let them get any late life. go get a stop here on defense, and then offensively, make them stop the run.
Keep your foot on the pedal.
Keep your foot on the pedal, baby. Put a brick on it. You know. So we just got to keep going. Pee Wee's talking about Hurd coming into play. That's huge. And we talk about, like we talked about earlier with Thorne opposing quarterback. You can practice all you want. You know, he's a backup offensive tackle. He goes in and gets a false start. You can practice. You can come in late games where, you know, the game's undecided and you get to go get a few snaps. But until, you know, that's his first time getting into a big game. Hurd, the right tackle, you know, when Emory Jones went down. The nerves and everything else is just completely different. And you have so much going through your head. And you look on the other side, you know, at left tackle, it's just you got to get those reps. And once you get those reps, everything seems to slow down. But I can promise you right now, Hurd, everything is happening fast for him.
That's what they just asked. And then someone said the backup QB for Auburn looks like he could create chaos.
Yeah, and he did a little bit last year. I mean, we just got to keep doing what we've been doing. Stop the run. Don't let the running game beat us. And then, you know, don't let anybody get behind us. He hadn't shown that he hadn't overthrown a receiver yet. You know, so keep everything in front and make him beat you deep. Thorne he has some legs, kind of like Daniels. You know, he's elusive in the pocket. Not elusive, but he has escapability, and when he gets going, he can cover some ground. What do you think of our DB plays so far? Monroe Horton asked. Madden, we talked about it. Zai Alexander has had a big game tonight. You know, he got
one penalty, but he's made some big plays.
Yeah, he's had one penalty. Had a rough game last week against Missouri, but he's been in the right spot when we needed him to be. And then you look at Harold Perkins early. I thought that was going to be a horse collar that they had on him on that swing route in the flat. The dude he thought he was by Harold Perkins, and he just kind of yanked him. Nah, come back here, boy, and set him down. Let me see if I can scroll through and get a few more. While y'all sitting here listening, they got a big game coming up this week, next Friday night.
Big game?
Big game? Oh, it ain't a big game? No, it's the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Central's not a big game.
Okay, my bad. We'll keep going. So, but they coming to the Corral, the Wildcats. We went and watched a little bit Catholic and Central last night. They don't know. They're going to find out.
Yeah, I don't know what's coming.
They're going to find out. That student section is going to be rocking. What do we want to see, Matt, in this second half?
Score early. As soon as we get the ball.
Yeah, score early. That's bad. And I think, you know, Thorne, if we can expand on this lead a little bit, Thorne's going to have to throw the ball. The backup that comes in, don't give them any momentum on this first drive. Go kick it off. Go cover this kick, which most of them go out the end zone nowadays anyway. Let's go get a 3-and-out. You go get a 3-and-out. You put them behind the sticks. Get the ball back to our offense and go get another 7 points. You put Auburn in a position that they don't want to be in. Right now, their passing game is not where it needs to be. And I think if we can put them in those situations, then we can go create some turnovers in the back end. You know, then our guys up front can go get a little more momentum rushing the passer. We can get in the quarterback's face. And that's when defenses can go have fun. When guys know they're about to throw the ball and they can pin their ears back and go rush the quarterback, that's when it's fun for a D lineman. And then it becomes fun for the secondary because now the quarterback's throwing balls up. You can go get a pick and try to take you one to the house. I hear you, Josh Dorrance. Finally got to write McClure in the Hall of Fame last night. For those of y'all that don't know, my grandfather, Archie McClure, went into the Central Hall of Fame last night. It was a great moment for our family. It's a man that has touched a lot of lives, you know, a lot of kids over the years, and what he's passed down to his sons and daughters and, you know, my brothers and our cousins to teach and mentor young men. It's just, you know, I could go on. It could be a whole episode, talk about it forever. Madden, you got any more coming out of YouTube? So let's talk about this because, you know, you hear about a good offense and we talk about how good our offense is. That offensive line, what this offensive line for LSU has done this entire year has been unbelievable. And they don't, I know they get credit, but they don't get enough credit. You look at the times that Jaden Daniels, I mean, even tonight, he's back there in the pocket. He's going through all four reads.
It's like he has all
And
day
look,
in the
and then he's
pocket.
coming back again and he's checking all four of them again. You know, he's got all the time in the world. What the big fellas up front are creating in the running game, just all around, man. I think this is one of the most solid units that we've had up front. You can go back to the days when Peterman, I'm trying to think who else was there with him. Rodney Reed, the Coke machine. We used to call him that. God dog it. Now I'm drawing a blank. But this offensive line is just unbelievable. Anybody in college football, any team in college football would like to have a group like this up front. And I just hope that Jones comes back and didn't look good with him going off in crutches. Hopefully it's nothing major, not a major setback. But the way this group is playing, I think Pee Wee LeBlanc could sit back there and complete some passes. What you think?
Mm.
So, it's a big stretch for the Tigers. You got Auburn this week, and then you get into the November stretch is when you make your money. And what I would love to see from the Tigers is let's go win out. You know, let's go win these games. Get Jaden Daniels some mentions that he deserves. And, you know, it's not an individual sport. But if we keep doing the things we're doing offensively, get better defensively every week, then they may start talking about Jaden Daniels a little bit in the Heisman race like they should. I'm excited to see the second half. I want to see our running game take over and see what we can do. What you got, brother?
Eric Duvall said, "Did you have a moment where you regretted backing Zachary all these years?"
Huh?
Hey Ty, being back at Wildcat Stadium last night, the house the McClures built, did you have a moment where you regretted backing Zachary all these years?
Eric, you coming at me, man. You coming at me while we live. And look, I'll tell you right now. So, look, my producer's hollering. Just hold on, man. So when we came back, we were looking for property. We looked in Central. Couldn't find any property we wanted. The Duvall's property they had it priced through the roof, you know. But we went to church one day, found a piece of property here in Zachary, and I mean, if I had to go back and do it all over again, I'd do it the same way. You know, for my kids to be here. Yes, I played at Central. You know, the gate was still open. They've closed the gate since we left. You know, supposedly. But for my kids, for what they do in the Zachary athletic program, from top to bottom, academics, agriculture, you know, theater. We're gonna keep naming them. I couldn't ask for anything more. You know, when we were at Central, and look, my heart's maroon. I won 4 state championships there. Or we won 4 state championships there in baseball. We had a decent football program. Basketball, we were really good. Coach Dewey, Coach Duvall, your daddy, Eric. We had some good times, man. But my kids, I couldn't ask for them to be anything. But, man, we're getting distracted. We're talking about the Tigers.
Broncos country.
Yeah, let's ride, baby. Miss Diane LeBlanc, that might be the comment of the night. It's all about the Z. You're right, Miss Diane. But, look, I think next week should be a really good atmosphere in the corral. You got Central program with Coach Semino, who I think that was the absolute right hire for Central. He's changing the way of the football program over there. Last night, look, it was electric. But they're coming in to our house, Coach Brewerton, who's not changing anything. You know, he's got it established. We've got a group of young men that are going to go out there. It's going to be electric next Friday night in the corral. Come out, bring some tissue because you might be going home disappointed when you cross that Comey River. Y'all, come on, man. We're getting distracted. Y'all get me going right now. So at half, when we come back, what we want to see, go get a stop, get a 3 and out, make their punter, number 91, come out on the field.
Score.
Take it, our first possession, go get 7, and then go have fun playing the game. You know, you put in all this work all week to get in a situation where you are right now. I think, what do we have, a three score lead?
What is it, 27?
2 or 3 score lead.
Yeah.
Go get you another one, and then go have fun playing the game. Keep Jaden Daniels in, you know, in the third quarter, a little bit in the fourth.
We see Nuss.
Let Nussmeyer come play a little bit. You never know when he needs to come in, and reps are invaluable. And then start rolling some guys in on the offensive line. But we need to get this win for momentum, for everything that we have going with this program, for confidence more than anything with our defense. You know, I know this isn't an elite offense from Auburn, but the confidence you can take from this ball game into next week can be really good. I don't, Madden, you got anything else from YouTube?
Just ready to watch these Tigers win.
All right, so let's we're gonna close it out here at halftime. We're not gonna come back on for a post game. We need to get in touch with the Baton Rouge Fire Chief, Coach Kimball, see when he's gonna lift that burn ban so we can have us a bonfire out here, bro. Here we go.
Go
Tigers come back from second half.
Tiger bait.
Tiger bait. Tiger bait. Tiger bait.